We're now here at the final stage, and
so just a few seconds. We check another time. Just.
Hey, I'm Billy.
And I'm Mark.
And we're the Fuji guys.
We're here at the factory in Sendai, Japan to have a look at the assembly line for the 35F2 and also the teleconverter.
So we're so lucky to be able to see this in person, and the great thing today, of course, is that we're videotaping this so that you can also join along today.
Okay, let's go. Okay, now we're going into the lens assembly area and we need to be covered up, so that's what's going on behind me.
Okay, we're just putting on our protective suits to ensure dust and any contaminants are avoided when in this area. So we're fully covered, both head, hands, even with the glove. Fuji takes quite high care when it comes to ensuring that no contaminant gets into our cameras. So this is a very, very important process in this production.
This is where we get everything going off. Need to pat ourselves down. Make sure there's nothing on us before we go in. So here we need to make sure there's nothing on us. We can take into the lens assembly area. Many things are prohibited. No running, no sitting, no shaking your hands really quickly, no going in your pockets, and definitely no taking your mask off.
So we're here now in the really, I guess, dust-free environment. Again, it's quite clean. I think the numbers were something like 100
parts per
million or something like that, which is extremely clean. We're in the area where there's from the assembly of the XF35F2 lens.
And also the 1.4 times teleconverter. 14 of the XF lens range is assembled in this area behind us, and we're going to go and take a look. Okay, so obviously a lot of processes happen before we get to this stage. Obviously the design and the actual grinding of the glass. So here's where they're actually taking the plastic mount and individually putting all the lenses in one by one.
So right here they're actually assembling the first element of the XF35F2 lens. So again, this is the starting point for when this lens becomes the amazing lens that it's going to be, super sharp.
Okay, so we're in the second stage now. This is where they're actually cementing or gluing two elements together using UV cured glue.
Okay, now we're at the point where they're actually assembling the cover of the lens. Here they just assembled the aperture ring and just testing the tension. So we're now at the final stages of the lens assembly for the XF35F2 lens. Earlier we saw 3 different lines that basically assemble smaller parts. All those parts are now brought to this location, and as you can see back here, there's 2 lines, assembly lines that will finalize and put together the final lens itself. So by the time we get to the end of this, we'll see the final product.
This is the final part after the assembly. This we cannot show you. This is the inspection area and it's highly confidential. So unfortunately, we've had a look and it's pretty amazing, but we cannot show you on this video. So during the final testing, they try to align all the lens elements together as perfectly to get as sharp an image corner to corner as they can. They adjust the 4 screws in the lens, and every lens that is past the test is put here, and then it will go over to this machine here, and those screws will be glued in place and the lens will be sharp for good. Okay, the last bit, they clean the front of the lens here, and then down here, then mounting the ring on the front, and the lens is complete. Okay, so we're here in the packing area now. We've seen everything be assembled upstairs, and we're going to take a look at what happens next.
It's coming along.
Okay, so this is almost the final stage of the lens process.
And basically they're just now serializing all the lenses, basically putting in the bag, putting serial numbers, and then scanning that bag to ensure that again everything is properly checked before it gets finally packaged in the retail box.
This is where they do the engraving, things like the Made in Japan engraving and the CE badge, all done behind us here. So the actual final stage is the lens, goes into the box, is closed and is shipped to your local store.
So what is the final stage? Actually past the final stage. Everything's done, but this is actually the random check area. And we're looking at how many lenses.
It's 10% of all lenses, of all products, but in this case, obviously, this lens, 10% come here, taken out, checked very meticulously for dust and any blemishes, and also their work.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was our factory tour. We really enjoyed it, and we hope you did too.
And for me personally, it was a dream to kind of come out to this Sendai factory and see this in process. And now, for me personally, I know the type of quality that goes into the production of lenses and camera bodies here at the Sendai factory.
And one of you out there is lucky enough to have a lens that's been packed by a Fuji guy. Until next time, we've been the Fuji guys.
Hey, I'm Billy the Fuji guys. I'm here with Mark Horner, the other Fuji guy from the UK. How are you doing?
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Outtakes, bloopers.
He just wants to do it like that. He wants to exaggerate the.
Don't be bus. Bus.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Two more now.
So say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Go. Tomo, thank you very much for the fantastic tour.
Thank you very much for attending. You like it?
It was very good, very interesting.
Good.
It was very surprising.
That's good. So hope everybody understood, how Fujifilm think that, quality is important.
Quality is everything.
Yeah.